You gave, together with Martin Bartha, one of the keynotes for our Passive Components Users Forum, and it was entitled Capacitor Trends and Challenges. Can you briefly mention some of the trends and which challenges do you observe?
We are living in a fascinating time of a lot of changes in technology today. Passive components are important part of this, and specifically capacitors, because many times capacitors are used across the main power line, so they are critical to the system, and if there is any failure, it means failure to the complete system. So that's why it's necessary to take attention to this. And in our paper we discuss about the trends of capacitors, because today the selection guide is changing. There are new challenges in automotive, telecommunication, infrastructure, in everywhere. And it's very important to understand the needs, requirements for the correct selection and facing the future challenges.
So Tom, you are founder and president of the European Passive Components Institute. Why did you found this institute?
This is related to what I said about passive components. It's many times passive components are overlooked. They are considered to be not so important part of electronic design. But if we look today on the PCB, we see 70% of the components on the boards are passives. So going to the future, we have to work hard on communication, networking, getting together within customers, users, engineers, universities, and discuss how to develop the future technologies.
So Tom, one final, more personal question. What do you find interesting about working with passive components? To really go inside, I would say, because as I mentioned, passive components were mostly overlooked since the time where active components were founded. Yeah, then all the focus moved towards active components, all the researches, independent labs, etc. So now we are in stage where on active components we count electrons, holes, etc. But on passive components, they were left to more empirical development and evaluation. So I feel we are a little bit behind in passives in the deep understanding of basic physics. And now it's time to change, because we see that the future electronic designs require a new generation of passive components. So Tom, thank you very much for the interview.
You're welcome.